Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
Hello, my people. Good day to each and every single one of you. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge podcast. My name is Israel and I am your host with the most planetary news and updates. Welcome to each and every single one of you. I'm seeing already comments in the YouTube chat about where am I? Put in some simple English terms, that is. Welcome. My name is Israel and This is the Lunar Lounge podcast. It is a podcast. I've got a bit of so in between, I may sneeze, I may need to blow my nose. As you can hear, I'm kind of speaking through that. Need some clearance. Nothing that water won't clear up, eh? It's a podcast show that aims to inform, share, educate, and uplift in regards of astrological knowledge. This podcast show is astrological centered. I speak about the various different planetary configurations, how it's affecting us, how they're going to be manifesting for us down here on planet Earth. And there's so much been going on lately, isn't there? So much to talk about. We'll be talking about that in a moment. I'll be bringing up the chart for the moment. And also seeing how that's, bear with me. Also, yeah, so need to open up my software for that one, won't I? But I'll be opening the chart for the moment and seeing where the planets are right now and how it is that it's currently affecting us. Looking at the different planetary configurations. However, it is a show. I do deal with other things. Tarot, speaking of tarot, later on in the show, I do what's known as the tarot card of the week. So I'll be pulling out the tarot card of the week. So we'll be looking forward to that. Competition time. Somebody still has not won. I cannot believe. I had two answers come in. Obviously the starting point is midnight from the Wednesday. Two of my students and actually got it wrong. Both of them. Could you believe? I'm obviously not doing a good enough job, right? Yeah, you know who you are. But shout outs to each and every single one of you. So there's still no winners. So the book is still up for grabs. It's probably going to roll over until somebody does get it. Again, the answer should be from midnight next week, Wednesday. If you do before, it will thing. I get people texting me, emailing me the answer. Hello. That is actually not allowed, right? Okay, so you know the email address where to send the answer to. I will be letting you know what the competition question is again for you newbies. Maybe there's a chance for you to grab the prize. So it is a book by Sue Fairbrother. I knew her personally. She passed away just over a year ago now. And this is it was actually her first book, I believe. Astrology Decoded. Brand spanking new, so it's up for grabs. So that's the competition. I may do two competitions as well, and throw in another book. I'll tell you about this one later on. Classic, this one. So yeah, keep it coming. So I may do two. I may pose another question also as well. So there'll be opportunity for two books up for grabs. So let's see how that goes. That will be later on in the show. Somebody's asking me, can you give us a riddle again? Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll give you a riddle, all right? Seems like that's what you need, a riddle. Okay, let's see how that one goes. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. I've got the door open. We'll talk about the weather in a moment. Where is the weather where you are? That is the question that we need to be asking. What else did I want to speak about? So yeah, competition coming up later on. Tarot card of the week coming up later on. I'll be bringing up the chart for the moment and letting you know where the planets are and what it is that we can look forward to over the course of the next coming weeks. We've got an eclipse in 3 days' time. Woo-hoo-hoo. So, danger, danger. Warning, warning. So, let's be dealing with that one. We see how that's already kicking off already. I told you about the Mars-Pluto, right? What the heck is going on over in Israel at the moment? I mean, we're all aware that there's tensions between Israel and the whole Gaza situation and the Palestinians. But by God, I mean, did it kick off or what? As soon as that Mars hit that Pluto. And I told you guys last week, week before, I said, be prepared. This is a pressure cooker. It's a pressure cooker aspect, right? What happened? The lid flew off the pressure cooker. It's all going down. I've got people asking me, is it World War III? I hope not. But no, it shouldn't be. But nevertheless, it's racking up in enough attention. What is the death toll now? Something I think the last one I saw was over 1,000 of Israelis have died, and there's about I know probably about the same or close to 1,000 of Palestinians. It's always the same case, isn't it? Innocent people getting caught up in the middle. It is the nature of war. Can't we go back to the olden days? Like, you know, where if two people are in disputes, there's a war, you map out your battleground and take it there. Like, you know what I mean? Leave the innocent folks out of it. Let the soldiers and the generals go to the fighting ground and go and fight it there. You know, so, you know, you'll have how many miles, square miles of where the battleground is, fight it all out. Whoever's left standing is the winner. Then you leave it as, and everybody goes about their business. No, not these days. It's all about, killing innocent folks. And most importantly, what really pains me is the children who get caught in. Adults, I'm not saying I'm condoning it in any way, shape, or form, but children, man, come on, man, mothers and children, you know that's the law, man. We don't do that. No women, no children. We know the law. We know the rules. So it's kicking off over there. What else is happening? I said our prime minister. Why did I want to say our prime minister? Well, he's getting a lot of stick in the neck also as well. All a part of that. That Mars Pluto. The state of Israel. I believe I've got the country of Israel. I've got their chart here. I may bring it up also as well to have a look at that, to show you how the state of Israel is the transit of Mars and Pluto is picking up their ascendant. Again, so we know that angles are a very sensitive place. So again, hence why it sparks the war. And Mars, you don't get more than that. In the chart of Israel, they've got Sun square Mars. I mean, in a daytime chart. I mean, hey, it's born out of that as well, isn't it? Who the heck is ringing my phone when I've got it on airplane mode? There's got to be a way to block calls. There's got to be. It's on Do Not Disturb. It's on airplane mode, yet calls are still coming through. How does that happen? Can somebody tell me? Somebody give me a heads up. Any techies in the building? Let me have a sip of water. So any techies in the building? Can you give me a heads up as to why that is? Let me know, man. Because it's beyond me. I'll be bringing up the chart for the moment in a while, and we shall discuss that. Did you all see what happened with Keir Starmer yesterday? The gentleman who's planning on being the future Prime Minister of the UK, of the Labour leader, and again got disrupted by some I don't know, protester who sprinkled this shiny stuff on him or whatever. It's like, Wow. Really? Couldn't have planned it anymore. Anyway, there is that. You guys been seeing Biden lately? Been seeing any Joe Biden speeches? Terrible, terrible, terrible. Absolutely terrible. It's all going off. Shout out to everybody in the chat room on the YouTube. We've got Faye in the building. Shout outs to Angela, shout outs to Yvette, shout outs to Pamela, shout outs to Tyrone. Yeah, it's all good. What's that time again? Yeah, I know the answer, but not for for me to answer the charge of myself. Yeah, you can answer, Tyrone, but you know, let's allow the other ones to try and grab it. Hey, no worries there. So the question still stands. I'll be reading out later on. So again, there's a couple of books up here for grabs here. So it's like, yeah. Yeah, somebody's telling me, is that in regards to Biden? Yeah, Grandpa is like a cardboard cutout. Yeah, he is. Have you been watching these talks? What the hell is going on with Biden? Brethren, bring back Trump, man. Excuse, I love him or hate him. Say, talk your talk, but just bring back Trump. Come on. Surely you can't want this guy going in for a second term. Are you for real? Like, he's talking and it's like, is it a cardboard cutout or is it a still? You know, it's like, it's like, what the heck are you talking about, man? I swear the other day he was giving a talk and he goes, and I'm going to go to bed. What? Yeah, you need to go to bed, Joe Biden. You know what I mean? What the hell's happening? And you are the, you know, advocate or the pin-up for leader of the free world or Western world, as they like to say, the world superpower. If aliens come down anytime soon and they say, take me to your leader, listen, if it's any of you lot, don't take them to Biden. Don't take them to Joe Biden, whatever you do. It's like, nah. No, it's a no. So yeah, the election process will change. Yeah, well, let's see what happens there. Yeah, it's all good, but it's looking interesting for United States, for America. Let's see if they don't lock Trump up. It's going to be really interesting. So let's see how that goes. What else has been happening in the world? I suppose the news really is what's going on in Israel with the Gaza you know, Gaza situation and the Palestinians. And then just, and again, I'm not here to advocate who is, as far as I'm concerned, you know, they are somewhat both guilty as each other. But it's just the people who get caught up in the crossfire. Heard that they're cutting off supplies also to Gaza as well. What's that about? That stuff needs to stop ASAP. But yeah, Pluto in Aquarius, yeah, soon coming. Welcome to this. Shout outs to Shayo as well in the group. Yeah, so it's quite interesting in terms of what's going there. But like I said, I'll probably bring up the chart for Israel in a moment, and we can have a look at that and see what's been triggered in their chart. Eclipse season is upon us. We've got 2 eclipses, one in 3 days' time, one practically in just over 2 weeks' time, at 21 degrees of Libra. So I'll be bringing up the chart about that. And we'll be looking at any other planetary configuration. And let's see what's happening. But this is an intense month. It's intense October. That's what it should be called. Intense October. And it will definitely go into October also as well. We've got Halloween coming up. Anybody celebrating Halloween? Well, let's see how that goes over the course of, well, when's Halloween? It's going to be in what? Just under 3 weeks' time, something like that. October 31st, All Souls Day. Yeah. Okay. So I might even do a, you know, a podcast special, a Halloween special. I mean, what day does the 31st actually land on? Let me just double check here. 31st is actually a Tuesday, so that's cool. So my podcast is going to be the next day. So, okay. May have to do a little dress up thing. Come with my little fancy dress and my face painted. Yeah, that'll be a good one. That'll be a nice podcast special, Halloween special. So that's going to be on the cards. So yes, somebody said yes. Let us know what's up on Halloween. I will certainly will be letting you know what's happening on Halloween. That's for sure. So yeah, what is it now? Let's go to the charts and let me bring up the chart for the moment and see what is happening, man. What is all going on? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Let's bring up the chart for now. We're still in the Libra month, aren't we? Libra season still there. We can see Pluto there at the very last degree of Libra. So some point tomorrow, he will be moving into his own sign of Scorpio. You think things are intense now? Wait till Mars gets into Scorpio. Then it really might rev up, which is something I'm dreading. Yeah. So where do we start? Okay, the moon is in the sign of Virgo, people. Shout outs to you, Virgo moons. So yeah, moon is in Virgo. So what is it I wanted to discuss? What is it that I wanted to speak about? Hold on a minute. Yeah. Right, well, I don't even know where to start, where to begin. Okay, moon is in Virgo. Okay, so great for Virgo. Lots of chit chat today. Shout outs to Tiffany. Hi from Memphis. See, we got people from Memphis in the building, people. Memphis, yeah? Don't get it twisted, man. This show is global. Shout outs to all my subscribers. If you haven't hit that subscription button, hit it now. Share, follow. Shout outs for Memphis. Yeah, hey, Hanin, how you doing? Scorpio rising. Can't wait for Mars ingress in Scorpio. Good luck with that one. You got a daytime chart or nighttime chart? You got a nighttime chart. Yeah, that's something I would definitely welcome for sure. But if not, yeah. Hold on, brace yourself, people. Yeah, that's Mars in Scorpio. That's going to be tomorrow. He's going to be entering. He's going to be entering Scorpio. So let's see there. So what is happening? Where shall I start? Well, Venus is still currently opposing Saturn. Okay, I told you about this particular planetary. I've been talking about that for the last couple of weeks. Venus, Saturn. Watch your money, people. Okay, start taking more serious attitudes towards your relationships. Start structuring your relationship life. Tiffany's letting me know that she has a nighttime chart. Thumbs up. Good for you. That can be a good ingress for you. It will fire you up. It will give you some energy. Mars in Scorpio is really good. Mars in Scorpio is very motivating for sure. Very intense. Good determination. So that's good. So yeah, Venus is opposing Saturn. So this is all about the money, isn't it? We could call it a credit crunch aspect, but it's a time to become more. It's great for money management, yeah, financial management, watching the pennies, watching how you're spending the money, what's coming in, what's going out, how to utilize your financial situation properly, especially for those of you who are Taurus, Libra, Taurus rising, Libra rising, Pisces rising, Virgo rising, and Aries rising. Did you all get that? I shall repeat. Taurus sun sign, Libra moon sign, Taurus rising, Libra rising, Pisces rising, Virgo rising, Aries rising. That you guys need to be on top. You need to be watching that though. For those of you who again are in relationships, this can be a very crucial time. Venus is separating away from Saturn. I did tell you the peak was actually yesterday and the day before, around about the 9th, 10th of October. I was going to say September there. October. You know, that's where the opposition was real strong, but it's still there now. The opposition is still there, Venus, Saturn. So we want to be watching our monetary, our money at this precise moment, but also in terms of relationships. If you are in a relationship, this is a time to really sort of like bring some constructive energy into the area of your relationship. Start taking things more seriously. Start looking at your commitments, start looking at your values more with this Venus-Saturn opposition. So it can be quite good. Often is a little bit challenging. It's an opposition after all, and any opposition with Saturn is going to be quite challenging, let's face it. But it is what it is. But it is separating, so it's easing up. So give that, again, a few days, and Venus will be on her way and outside the clutches. So round about the 16th of October, you know, that will ease up in some way, shape, or form. Mona saying, not for me. What is not for you? Is that the relationship part that you are aspect? If you are single, it doesn't mean that you can't have a relationship at this precise moment, but over the course of these few days while Venus is opposing Saturn, it's actually needing that you need to take relationships has to be very concrete. No tidying up the loose ends, you know, that kind of thing. Those are the kinds of things that you do with a Venus opposing Saturn, you know. So if you're not in a relationship and you're pursuing any kind of relationship roundabout now in your life, or you're looking to, you got to do it, and it's Saturn, so you got to be very practical, pragmatic, hands-on about this. Yeah, no clowning about, no messing about. That's how it's got to be done. Venus opposing Saturn. Good for management though. Good for saving, putting some money away. You know what I mean? And I know it's sometimes a bit difficult to do that, especially with this whole, if you want to say, cost of living and rise of inflation and so on and so forth as well. I'm not any of the signs you mentioned. That's why it's not for me. Okay. It's still applying. It's still applicable. It's just more for those signs which I mentioned, but it's still applicable. It is still applicable. Don't get it twisted. And then we've got the big one, right? On the 14th. We're going to have a new moon eclipse, a solar eclipse. Always remember, a new moon eclipse is a solar eclipse. Okay, same thing. We're going to be having a new moon eclipse in the sign of Libra at 21 degrees. Are you all looking forward to this, people? It's a big one. It's with the South Node, so it's a dangerous one. It's part and parcel of what actually is contributing to what we're witnessing now with the Israel situation and the Gaza. Why? Because the state of Israel is Libra rising. You see? So this eclipse is hovering around the ascendant of Israel. So that's one. There's other things as well that are contributing to the war that we are currently witnessing. And the numbers seem to be rising. And for some reason, it's quite interesting with this war. I'm just getting a very strong sense, because of that Mars-Pluto, that nobody wants to back down. So whether it's the Palestinian or Hamas, the group that are saying, no, we've had enough, or whether it's the Israelis kicking back or striking back and saying, well, this ain't happening. Either way, it's like these two sides. I mean, no two sides ever want to back down in a war anyway, but sometimes you can kind of see, you know, if somebody's backing down or someone's looking to at least try some kind of negotiations. But there doesn't seem to be no talk here. It's all guns blazing at the moment right now. So let's pray, let's send healing energy, and, you know, just think positive right now and try to be advocates for peace in every way. It doesn't help blaming. This is something that very often takes place when there's a situation. See, the problem with us as human beings is we think in black and white. We think in right or wrong. A lot of that is conditioning from our Judeo-Christian mindset. And it doesn't help. If anything, it puts us in a much more worse situation. It's part of the problem that gets us into the situation, and we end up digging a deeper hole for ourselves. The world is not black and white. It's not about right or wrong. Two people can be wrong at the same time, and two people can be right at the same time as well. So it's not about black and white, and there's much more gray areas in between. There's much more other shades and other colors that are actually in between black and white. But we think in very, part of that is because we're lazy. We don't want to think. We want people to think for us. So we become lazy, and so it's easy to judge and point the finger. It's easy because that way it's black or white, right or wrong, good or evil. Try to get out that mindset. It doesn't get you very far. So we have to be very, very mindful with this particular situation, what's going on over there. There's far more other things that you do not see. You have to be mindful that we're only getting a perspective based on where our source, or wherever our source of information is coming from, is always going to be limited. If there's limited, if it's skewed, it's going to be biased. It can be biased for many other reasons also as well. But essentially, it's because our information or our vision is skewed in some kind of way. So try to be mindful when you are looking at these particular kinds of situations. Because in the end, when we're talking about war, nobody wins. That's a fact. Nobody wins in war. Both people who go to war lose on some level. There's no winning. You know, it's all right saying, "Oh yeah, we won the war." Yeah, how many people died? How many people do you have to sacrifice in order to you know? And what does it mean when you win the war now anyway? Especially these days. So let's be very mindful about that, and let's be more so about compassion, about what the people may be encountering who are in those particular situations, and see what we can do to better. So we got the eclipse on the I've been speaking about the eclipse for the last month now. And somebody's asking, what time is the eclipse? Hey, someone who doesn't pay attention. But I will bring it up, and we can see. It's going to be at 5:54 on the 14th. We've got two eclipses, haven't we? Oh, I'll speak about the other one a little bit later. So yeah, we'll talk about that later on. So 5:54 is when the eclipse is going to be. We're not going to be able to see it for those of us who are in the I believe it's going to be able to be seen in certain parts of America, certain parts of South America. The eclipse will be seen from there. I never understand why people, I want to see the eclipse. No, you don't. Especially when it's in a South Node eclipse. So it's going to be going over South America. I'm going to have a look at that. And I may speak more about that next week. To see the path that this eclipse is going to be taking, because whatever country it's going to go over, we're going to be hearing something in regards to those particular countries also as well. But it can't be seen in Europe, I know that, and in Eastern countries because of the time and where it's taking place. It's going to be evening. The sun would have set. Well, I'm in London, UK, it would have set for us anyway, or anywhere within the, again, in the Eastern, because it's going to be nighttime. So it's the Western countries like America and stuff, Mexico, South America, they will be the ones who are able to see the eclipse. And good luck with that. You want to be watching an eclipse with a South Node. You see, the thing is with eclipses, what eclipses do, now we have North Node eclipse and South Node eclipse. The North Node eclipse tends to be more positive. It's a lot more progressive, although it can still come with a big bang. The South Node one is the clearing out. So South Node eclipses tend to have a lot of clearing out, a lot of purging energy to them. Okay? So they tend to be more destructive. Why? Because, again, as humans, we're creatures of habit. We like things in a nice, neat box. Life tells us it doesn't go like that. Things come and go. Life is a cycle. The universe is a cycle. Astrology is cyclical, right? So we have new beginnings and we have endings, just like anything in life. So the South Node has that ending energy. It's got that destructive energy. It's got that releasing kind of energy to it. So depending what zodiac sign the eclipses are in and which node it's connected to, it's going to have that kind of energy. Now, eclipses exaggerate or they magnify. Exaggerate's not the right word. Magnify. They magnify what is already there. That is how they work. Eclipses, so if there's something there that's negative, it will magnify. Just like a magnifying glass, it will make it bigger. It's like a megaphone. So if it's something positive, it can do that too. So eclipses are not always negative, although there are eclipses that seem to have more of a challenging or destructive energy more than others. It's more to do with our attitude as human beings towards the eclipses. And that's what gets exaggerated. And in most cases, we're human beings, right? We like a bit of tragedy. We like drama. So what happens? We invite it in. But eclipses can be used in a particular way that is, so yeah. So it's got a cleaning out kind of energy. Cleaning out, somebody's saying here, cleaning out my daughter's bedroom, looking for my mum's jewelry. Okay, okay, I hear that. Yeah, that can be a South Node thing. So yeah, that's the kind of energy that the South Node will tend to have. I'm seeing here people that are typing up here. Okay, so yeah, what time? So the eclipse is going to be on the 14th. For London, UK, that is, it's going to be at 5:54 in the evening, just after sunset. Haneen is saying it helps to listen carefully to people in power and have critical analysis of the real facts on the ground. Geopolitical interests and mass media drives political narratives about this apartheid. Yes, yeah, that is true. So you have to be you've got to listen to the news on some level, and listen to the journalists, but you also have to apply your own critical thinking. When listening to a situation always listen to both sides of the story. It's important that you get both sides of the spectrum. We're in the month of Libra, perfect time to be talking about this. And Mercury's in Libra also as well. When you come to a situation, I don't care what it is, I don't care how much you hate it, listen to both sides. You listen to both sides, you gather as much information on both sides as you can. You're not always going to get 100% because nothing is 100%. Nothing is ever perfect like that. Life doesn't work like that. But you get as much as possible. And then you use your individual, critical, fair, balanced thinking to judge, and that's where you will get your answer. It's no point saying, no, they're talking nonsense. Oh, and they're talking nonsense. Oh, and that one's right, because that's bias. So that doesn't help. So yeah, independent journalism, it's especially important for real education knowledge on these issues surrounding the over 40 years long conflict. Yeah, definitely. Tiffany's saying, I shan't look at the eclipse. Please don't. Stay away. Back away. Slowly move away. So be mindful with this particular situation. But of course, we have to have compassion. We have to be empathetic, because those people, I mean, I don't know what I would do in that particular situation or in that particular kind of environment. It's not something I wish on anybody. It's not easy. And especially, again, my heart it's just the women and children, mainly, the more vulnerable ones, because in most cases, they get caught in the crossfire, and that's the bit. But again, I'm not here to tell you who you should be rooting for, who you should be supporting, or who you shouldn't be supporting. What I am saying is use this. Stop being lazy. Stop being biased. Biasness comes as a way of being lazy. That's where biasness comes from. If you're biased, it means you're lazy. There's always going to be some bias. Of course, we're all biased, including myself. There's always going to be an element of biasness. That's okay. There can be an element of it. And especially if you can acknowledge your own biasness also as well and see your own biasness. There's always going to be elements of that, because we're not always going to have full 100% of everything. So things are going to be skewed on many levels. But use this. Don't be lazy. Research, study, ask questions, be informed. It's quite interesting. We always say, we're in the age of information, and yet we still got some of the dumbest people, or people doing silly things, and people thinking in certain ways, but yet we've got all this information at our fingertips. Learn how to use it. Learn how to use the internet. Learn how to read books. Learn how to study. Learn how to research. Learn how to seek out information. Very, very important. And there you start to get a more fairer, a more balanced perspective, but of course, there's going to be elements of bias. There's no doubt about that. I suppose in some cases there has to be. But this eclipse is, it's a serious one. Like I said, it's in the sign of Libra. And we know that the planet Mars is also in Libra also as well. So yeah, it's a real interesting one. Let's go back to the chart. So we got the eclipse coming up. Now, one of the ways to work with this eclipse is eclipses hit the same place. They work on a cycle, and they work on a 19-year cycle. So the trick is to find out what was happening in your life, what was ending and what was beginning for you in 2004. It would have been roughly around the same time, roughly end of 2004. Look back, because whatever happened, not totally, but whatever was happening in your life then, it's going to echo that now with this eclipse. So if you're old enough to remember what was happening in your life 19 years ago, because that was the last time we had a solar eclipse in the sign of Libra at that exact degree. Yes, one of the most powerful in the yes is the language is why. Yes, correct, Tyrone. Yes. Well put. Hanine says when a political state responds to terrorism with war, crime, and collective punishment without impunity, ask yourself, is the response if appropriate? Yeah, okay. So let's be mindful, but I don't want to turn it into a political show. This is an astrological show, right? We're just hinting where certain planetary influences are influencing political or geopolitical situations. So, new moon solar eclipse in Libra with the South Node. It's about to kick off. However, pretty much on, or the day, like I said, tomorrow, the planet Mars is going to move into the sign of Scorpio. When he moves into Scorpio, he's going to trine proportionate. Sorry. Yeah, appropriate. Sorry. Proportionate. I said that wrong. Sorry, Anine. Because I said appropriate, didn't I? Sorry. Proportionate. He's going to trine Saturn in Pisces. That's good. That can be helpful. That can really give us some nice, steady, slow releasing energy. A little bit like a tennis player. You know, they have those bites of bananas, don't they, during the break? That gives the really slow, nice energy. Mars trine Saturn. Extremely efficient. Very good. Any Aries out there? Any Scorpios? Aries rising, Scorpio rising. Tiffany, are you listening to this? That's for you. That's really good. We're going to have Mars trining Saturn. It's a good aspect. It's a trine as well. Very helpful. Great for work. Great for efficiency. Great for completing any kind of task. You've had something that you've been putting on the back burner. You've been wasting the time with it. Mars trine Saturn will get you through. So let's utilize this one, people. Also as well, Capricorn rising as well, because that's the sign Mars is exalted in. So if you're Capricorn rising, you can get some work done with this one. It's nice. It's a good one. Mars trines Saturn. So we can look out for that. That's good. Yeah, Mars trines Saturn gets shit done. That's right. It will get shit done. And it's practically going to peak on the 12th of October. That's when that trine is going to be like, whoa, yeah, which is tomorrow. So that's going to be the peak. It will also still, actually, it peaks on the 13th, actually, to be quite honest, the day before the eclipse. So nice energy there. So let's utilize that. So we've got something on our side here that can allow us to really take that energy forward. 14th, we've got the eclipse, so we all know about that. Anything else happening? Venus, well, she's in Virgo already. She's starting to move away. 15th, 16th of October, she starts to move away, or starts to create a further gap away from Saturn. So she's out of the clutches of Saturn. So a little bit of relief. Okay. Somebody's alerting me that the Friday is the 13th. Friday the 13th. Conspiracy theorists. Bring it on, man. I'll accept Friday the 13th. Jesus Christ and his 12 disciples. Yeah, he was killed on a Friday, right? It's all centered all around that. That's cool. Friday the 13th is good. I'll take it. Lucky for some. Yeah, I'll take it. Lucky for me. Bring it on. Might mark the lottery on that day too. Okay, so Venus starts moving away from Saturn, 15th, 16th. Then what starts to happen is we're going to get the Sun square Pluto. Okay, that is more going to be around starting from about the 17th, 18th of October. The Sun is going to start to square Pluto. Here is where we're likely going to get some tension starting to rise again. It's more than likely that it will rise in the particular place where we're been talking about, Israel, the Gaza. It's going to get intense. Sun square Pluto is about intensity. It's a closing aspect also as well. So it's about finishing something off. So hopefully that can be the point where we could start to see some ending or some calming down with the situation. However, that square is going to peak on the 21st of October. On the 21st of October is where it peaks. Where the Sun will be exactly square Pluto at 27 degrees Sun is at 27 degrees of Libra, Pluto's at 27 degrees of Capricorn. So we can expect some intensity around that. Yeah. Somebody saying that their front door is 13. Good one. That's a nice one. Maybe I need to hang around there a bit more. Maybe I might get more good luck. So that's really good. Because it's a closing aspect. So we can perhaps maybe get some kind of finishing off or dying off kind of energy with the Sun again squaring that Pluto, bringing a closing square into the mix. And then about three days later or so, the Sun will then move into Scorpio. However, also around this time, there's going to be a bit of a build-up coming up to it. So let's say from about the 17th of October, the planet Venus, having moved away from opposition Saturn, is going to start to trine Jupiter. Party time again, people. Party. So more indulgence. And that peaks on the 22nd of October. We could say 21st also as well, but 21st, 22nd of October is where Venus trine Jupiter will peak. A time of overindulgence. What day does it actually land on? Lands on, well, the 22nd is actually a Sunday, which means the 21st is a Saturday. So that is going to be a big weekend. Fatten up your pockets, people. But be careful how you're spending, please. Because Venus-Jupiter tends to overindulge. So be mindful that you're not overindulging. Trisha Williams in the chat is saying she's Scorpio's Sun. Well done. We love a bit of Scorpio here. All Scorpios are invited. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, we love a Scorpio. Can't go wrong with a Scorpio Sun, can you? So, yeah, overindulging. Venus, Jupiter, trine. Going to be great. Also great for you Tauruses or Libras or Taurus rising or Libra rising. Could be good for Virgo rising also as well. Pisces rising also as well. Could be good for Virgo rising because it's going to do with your money. So you may get a bit of money coming in here. So that's good. So so the trine begins. Are you not listening? The trine begins from about the 18th, 17th, 18th of October is where the trine begins. 17th, 18th of October, we start getting the trine of Venus trining Jupiter. Okay, and it peaks on the 21st, 22nd. After that, it will still be there for about a few days. It will probably start to wane from about the 26th. From about the 26th of October, that's when it will start to die out. So the peak is the 27th. The build-up we start getting from the 17th, 18th of October. That is Venus trine Jupiter. That's a good one. We like that one, don't we? Yeah, of course we do. People always like the good stuff. So that's good. So we'll have a bit of uplifting moment. So that's quite nice. A few days prior to that, Sun is going to move into Scorpio on the 24th, 23rd, 24th. Let me get this one correct, actually. When are you moving into Scorpio, Mr. Man? On the 23rd. I stand corrected. Sun will move into Scorpio on the 23rd, approximately round about 5:15 GMT UK time, that is. Yeah. Okay, coolio. So Sun moves into Scorpio. What else are we expecting here around about that? Sun moves into Scorpio. What else can we expect? Okay, round about the 23rd. Yeah, starting from about the 23rd of October, we're going to have Mars opposing Jupiter. This is a really lucky configuration. Okay, Venus will still be trining Jupiter, but we've got Mars opposing Jupiter. The opposition is not necessarily lucky, but those two planets are very lucky. Fortune favors the brave is a Mars-Jupiter configuration saying. So we want to be able to take that on board, want to utilize that. Lots of energy, people. Yeah? You Scorpio people, Scorpio suns, Scorpio rising, Aries sun, Aries rising, Capricorn rising can be really good for you, this one. And even Sagittarius or Pisces rising also as well, being that Jupiter's your planet. That can be quite a good aspect for you to work with, take full advantage of. Great opportunities can come your way. If you seize them, if you take them, they are yours. If you're willing to take that risk, he who dares wins. Jupiter, Mars. So watch out for that. That is going to peak. It starts from the 22nd, 23rd of October, and it peaks on the 28th of October is when the Jupiter Mars is going to peak. That's when it comes to its full peak, right? Okay. So do watch out for that date. Note that date down. 28th of October is the Mars-Jupiter opposition. That's when they peak. They're exact. That's when they're going to be at their strongest, right? On the 28th. So you really want to be pushing for projects, enterprises, business deals, round about that time. That can be quite good. And on the 28th is also going to be the lunar full moon eclipse in the sign of Taurus. Exalted moon, people. Shout outs to my exalted moon folks. I know there are some exalted moon people in the building. Moon in Taurus. So that's going to be a powerful eclipse. This one's going to be with the North Node. Full moons are about bringing things to completion, bringing things to fruition, illumination. It's the harvest. That is what full moons are about. This full moon is going to have two extra kicks to it. Number one, it's in a sign where the moon is exalted. The full moon is where the moon has her power. That's when the moon is at her strongest, when it's full. So, but when it's a full moon in Taurus, where she's exalted, very powerful. Remember, they work on 6-month cycles. For those of you who wish to know how these lunations affect you, subscribe to my paid subscription. You can go to the website, pick, well, you probably want the platinum or the diamond package for that, because you don't get it with the gold package. And you get a month, you get a reading every month, showing you, letting you know where the lunations, where on your lunar return, and I do your lunar return every month, and I also do look at the lunations to see what it is that has been picked up in your chart, or what particular area of your chart it is that's manifesting. It's peanuts at the moment. £20, £30. There's a £10 one, that's the gold. We've got the platinum edition, which is £20 a month, and we got the diamond edition. Prices definitely going up this week, so getting there while you can. So yeah, so you get those particular readings, and you get more personalized as to where these lunations. This is a big one coming up. Yeah. Is it picking up anything in your chart? I will not know unless I have your chart with me. So yeah, lunar eclipse, good one. So yeah, isn't that the day, the last lunar eclipse in Taurus? Yes, it is. It is for now, not for another, what, 19 years? So yeah, so that's going to be the last one. It's also the last eclipse of the year, 2023. It's all about reaping what we planted when we had the new moon in Taurus 6 months ago. Okay, this is where we're going to get it. April, round about April, May, when we have the eclipse then. This is going to be the fruition. This is the harvest of that. That is what this is about. So yeah, somebody's acknowledging prices going up. Whoop, whoop. That's the way to do it. Yeah. Yeah, prices need to go up. They need to go up fast as well. So get there while you can, because those people who have registered will maintain that price for now. That will change also as well, but especially not for the next year. You can keep that. I'll let you have that one. But after that, mate, as they say, today's price ain't the same as yesterday's price. Anywho, www.sacredplanets.co.uk. Go check out the membership there, subscription there, and sign up. You can cancel anytime also as well. If you feel it's not for you, not your thing, you can cancel anytime. That's cool. Trust me, you ain't gonna want to cancel. I assure you that, for what you get for your money. It's peanuts. You should be biting my arm off with it. And trust me, people will start, they are beginning to do that. And there's going to be limitation. So anyhow, let's continue. So we've got the lunar eclipse, full moon eclipse in Taurus. It's going to be at 5 degrees of Taurus. I've got the chart here for that. It's a partial lunar eclipse. If you want the time, it's going to be at 8:23 p.m. on the 28th of October. 8:23. Isn't the clocks going back? I need to check if I got this correct time, but it will be around thereabouts. It will be 8:23. But do be my when do the clocks go back? Ain't it this month or next month? Fall back, spring forward, the clocks go back, something like that. Yeah. Only in UK. Shout outs. Hey, Carmen, hello. How you doing? Shout outs to Carmen. Join me also as well on the YouTube chat. So full moon eclipse on the 28th. Okay, in Taurus. It's going to be at 5 degrees of Taurus. And it's with Jupiter. That's what I love about this eclipse. It's with Jupiter. It's with the North Node. It's with Jupiter. The moon is exalted. Please don't tell me you can't get nothing good from this. This is a big one here. The Big Bang. It's the grand finale. The last eclipse of 2023. So yeah. That's the big one. Although Mars is in the mix as well. He's a strong Mars. He's in his own sign. He's dignified. Shouldn't be causing too much trouble. That's the day when the opposition between Mars and Jupiter also peaks. Oh, this one's a big one. This one's a big one. We're going to get a combination of both with this. We're going to get a lot of intensity, a lot of things flared up, but we're going to get some big stuff on this one. We really want to take advantage of this eclipse here. Yeah, I will talk more about it again, even closer to the time, but I'm giving you a heads up. On the 28th of October, there's going to be this beautiful full moon eclipse. And we're going to be able to see it in the UK. Do you really want to be watching this eclipse? It'll be better than watching the one on the 14th, that's for sure. I'd rather watch this one. It's exalted. Someone's got to afford good marketing. Yeah, someone's got to be able to afford good marketing. You're right. Moi. Someone like myself. Yeah, need to go and have a talk with my bank manager. See what's going on there. Thanks for letting me know. Yvette has kindly reminded me that the clocks are going back actually on the 28th. Really? On the lunar eclipse? God damn it. Is this symbolism or what? You couldn't make this up if you tried. So we've got a lunar eclipse. Oh God, you got it. So the clocks go back on that day. So the midnight on that night, then that because they go back at midnight, don't they? So on the midnight. So is it going to be on the midnight of the 27th/28th? Midnight 20, or is it going to be midnight on the 28th going into the 29th? Either way, the clocks are going back on the eclipse. Make no mistakes about it. Okay, all right. But at least it's with the North Node. It's exalted. She's with Jupiter as well. It's a retrograde Jupiter, but okay, we'll take it. So we're going to see a lovely full moon, and we're going to see the planet Jupiter right next to it. That's going to be good. Get your pictures. Get your pictures in. So 2 a.m. on the 29th. Yeah, okay, so 29th going into 28th going into the 29th. Okay, got ya. Okay, thanks a lot for that. It's almost like I've got an assistant, isn't it? You're my glamorous assistant. You are my glamorous assistant, Hanine and Yvette. I got two glamorous assistants. You see what happens here? Thank you very much. Yeah, either way, before you go to bed. Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. It's still on the eclipse, isn't it? I mean, it's been picked up. So let's not make no mistake about that. So that'll be on the 28th of October. That's a big one. We can expect some big things with that one. And you know what's interesting? It's in Taurus. Guess what zodiac sign the country Israel is? Taurus. I need to bring up, let me open up I need to bring up the state of Israel. Let's see here. I think I've got it here. I should have it here. State of Israel. Okay. Gotcha. So let's look at state of Israel. Okay, their sun is at 23 degrees. Okay, cool. That's the chart for Israel, people. If ever you wanted to know what the state of Israel's chart looks like, and this is where it really all kicked off for them, isn't it? The ascendant at 23 degrees of Libra. The moment Mars was in reach of that ascendant, and it squared the Pluto. And I told you when it squared the Pluto, that's the pressure cooker. Something's going to come flying off the lid. And surely enough, voila. Pluto is also hovering around the IC of the state of Israel also as well. The North Node for the state of Israel is also in Taurus. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah. So, and that's at 13 degrees. So we could say that this eclipse is also picking up the nodes of the state of Israel. Mars hit the ascendant, squared Pluto, voila. It all kicks off. And the state of Israel also has in their chart, in a daytime chart, the sun squaring Mars. I don't know. It's never perfect anyway, is it? I mean, but maybe they should have waited a few days before they created this state. Maybe they wouldn't be in this mess. It's prone to war from the get-go, isn't it? Let's face it. But it is what it is. So that's Israel. Let's get back to the chart and finish off. So that's the 28th, where we are getting the full moon eclipse. It's a big one, mark my words. I'll speak more about it again from next week, Sunday coming, and next week as well. You guys do listen to my Sunday shows, please. It's not on the I may start actually putting it up on the YouTube. That's some consideration that I've got, because I do have that ability to do that. It's just that there's no visual, it just maybe audio. But for those of you who tune into my show, who look into my show, you know, I'm on Spotify, I'm on Apple, I'm on Amazon, Podchasers, Google Podcasts, all the other podcast platforms. So please, yes. Yes, yes, Hanin, totally correct. The chart shows how the state of Israel came into being, most definitely. Yeah, was never easy. Did you know that the first two prime ministers of Israel, both of them were Libras, and both had their sun conjunct the state of Israel? Again, you couldn't make this up if you tried. The country, the president who rules the country must have something in connection with the chart of the country, or you can't rule, buddy. We need to look at the chart of Keir Starmer. If he's got something in, you know, to the chart of UK, that will let us know if he's going to get in or not. Let's see. You know, you got that with Biden, haven't you? He's Scorpio, but he's Sagittarius rising. Chart of USA, Sagittarius rising. Perfect. Okay. So we get the full moon on the eclipse on the 28th. And then what else is going to be happening after that? 29th. Well, starting from that side also as well, Venus is going to start to trine Uranus. That's good. Looking to get into a new relationship, looking for a bit of sparkle in your love life, that can be the time. Are you single? Young, single, young, fresh, single? You don't have to be fresh. You don't have to be young. you could be looking for new love in your life. This can be a great time for you guys. Venus trine Uranus can also be a very good time to make some money, to actually have some additional financial opportunities to tap into here. Venus trine Uranus. This will start from about the 27th, let's say the day before the eclipse. That's good. Let's not forget that the full moon eclipse is in Taurus. That sign is ruled by Venus. So this is good. She's trining Uranus. Good. Electric sparks. Time to be experimental. Try different things. Good ways of, activating your financial life. So that's good. That will perfect on the 31st of October. Halloween. I've got to do a Halloween special with this. Venus trine Uranus. Oh my God. Electrifying. To die for. That's good. Careful of the money. Sporadic spending. She's going to be locked in a grand trine right about there, because she's going to start to trine Pluto and trine Uranus, although she's going to be a bit more further away from Pluto. But after that, starting again from about, we could say the 3rd of November, Venus is going to start to trine Pluto. Monday! Cash in, baby. That's good for investments. Good for the money. Yeah, so you want to be tapping into that one. A lot of power. Great for relationships, transforming relationships, healing relationships. We want Venus Pluto, right? Okay, so that's really good. That's going to be early November. Still a long way away, but something to definitely bear in mind. Also around that time, we're going to have the Sun opposing Jupiter. Think big, do big. But I'll speak about that more closely to the time. So on that note, that is the end of the planetary configurations. Note these dates down in your diary, people. It's about to go down. It's about to get intense. Now, competition time. Competition. This one is still up for grabs. Because I got 2 answers come in, and they were both wrong. The 2 of you know exactly who you are. I'm not going to mention no names. Yvette, Angela. I shan't mention no names. But we've got 2 books here up for grabs. So the question still stands. Now, please pay attention. Do people listen to this show? No, they don't. Why do I say that? The rules are, I ask a question, and because it is live, somebody's asking me what is the question. I'm going to present it in a moment. You got to hear the rules first. Yes, a Halloween special. Don't worry, there's going to be a Halloween special for sure. Although Halloween does land on a Tuesday, which is good. I may actually, what I may do, I'll let you know closer to the time. What I may do is because it's a Halloween special, I'll do the podcast on the Halloween. So it will be on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. How about that? I've put it out there into the ethos. It's out there. I've manifested it. So yeah, it will be actually on the Halloween, on the Tuesday. 2 up for grab. Now, the rules are, because yes, I'm doing this live, but most people, or majority people who listen to this show, don't listen live. They don't have the opportunity to listen live. They're in different time zones, different countries. They may be at work. So they listen to it when I upload it onto the Spotify, the Amazon, the Apple, or when I upload it onto the YouTube channel. Although I'm live on YouTube now, after I finish, there is a bit of a gap, and then you know, because I take it down and just do a little bit of editing, but I upload it later on that evening. If people, because I always get a lot of people saying, "Oh, he was doing the show and now it's taken down. I can't get it." If you go back later in the evening, you will find it there. Or if you go on to any of the podcast platforms, you can listen there also as well. You can find my RSS feed. It's normally also on my in the description on the YouTube. If you go there, you can see the and you can go there and you can listen to the show. So, however, the rules are: I ask a question. It's the first person who inboxes me. I'm going to tell you the email address. And for those of you watching on the YouTube, it should appear below. Not for you guys who are listening live, but for you guys listening after the show, it will appear below, because that's part of the things that I do when I edit it. I just put that in. It's the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. The Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. And it's the first person who gets into my inbox from midnight next week, Wednesday. Next week, Wednesday. So it gives people who listen to this show, maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow, or whenever, it gives them a chance to get or be a part of the competition. First person who inboxes me from midnight. I get fewer messages. Number one, in the wrong email, they email me directly, or they text me, and texting me the wrong answer. But that's besides the point. And, you know, they don't stick to the rules. The rules are from 12, the first person who inboxes me from 12. You can set it. You can set a timer on this. So you guys can do that. Now, the question. The question for this one was, what planet rules drunks? No, it's not Neptune. What planet rules drunks? Drunk, as in you're drunk, as in like drunk. Somebody was asking if I could give a riddle. If I give this riddle, it will just give it away. I don't know. I don't know if I could give a clue. But you should already know now. You should already know what the clue is, but this book's up for grabs. What planet rules drunks? The first person to inbox me, yeah? The Lunar Lounge Podcast, one word, the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com gets this book, Astrology Decoded by Sue Fairbrother. It's for beginners, but it goes into the zodiac signs, 4 elements, and so on and so forth. So you get this. Yeah, again, somebody's letting me know, Shayo. Shout outs to Shayo. Don't make it easy. Yeah, I can't make it more easier than it is. What planet rules drunks, people? That's for this one. But since I'm generous, this book is also going to be up also as well. The Astrologer's Guide. This especially for you guys who want to get into traditional medieval stuff and know about all these little considerations. This book is a banger. Written by Bernate. Bernate is one of the famous 12th century astrologers. This book is banging. You got to have this book, man. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult to read, but it's got in it over 100 considerations that may not be very popular when reading about a chart. So let's say if the moon was here, or the sun was in this position, or Saturn was in this position, listen to me, man, or the ascendant, or the ruler of the ascendant is like this. This book is a banging book. Okay. What is the nature of the question? That is the one that I want to do here. Maybe a similar one to maybe that one. Okay. I'm going to make this one easy. Did I make it easy? Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Let me think. Right. Okay. First question. I'm going to make this one easy. This one's going to be dead easy. It's going to be really easy. So you can't get this one. Drunks. Yes, honey, drunks. No clue. This one's going to be an easy one, though. Whoever gets this one. So, okay, hold on. Oh, well, yeah, it's going to be the same thing. Whoever answers first, you're reading my mind, you. Whoever answers first, again, next week, Wednesday, the Lunar Lounge podcast at gmail.com. The Lunar Lounge podcast at gmail.com. It's got to be from midnight next week, right? Okay, right, okay. What planet rules religion? This book is yours. It's very easy. What planet rules religion? Don't bother answering now. You can answer all you want. They ain't gonna get it. It's the first person who sends me the email from 12 midnight. That's GMT. So if you're in another part of the world, make sure you adjust your clocks accordingly. GMT. From midnight next week, Wednesday. What planet rules religion? Here we go. And on that note, what have we got here? Tarot card of the week, right? You know how we do. It's that time. Tarot card of the week. So what's the tarot card of this week going to be? Well, we're going to find out in a moment now, aren't we? If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please follow. Do comment also on my on the Spotify. You can. I think you can leave comments also as well. So leave comments also as well. You can do it on the Facebook. I said on the Facebook, on the YouTube also as well. So yeah, that's we can do that there using the Morgan Greer deck today. So yeah. Do we need to send 2 separate emails? Well, yes, well, yes, you that's a confusing one, isn't it? You can send one email, but you can say for the first question, who rules drunks? It's the, and who rules religion? The. So you can put that in one email. So they can both come in. You can answer both questions in one email. It's the first email that comes through that gets it. So there could be 2 people who get it correctly, but which one is first? So no, it doesn't have to be separate email. It can be in one email. So yeah, save it for next time. Oh no. Making it more exciting. Okay. So first question is, what planet rules drunks? Second question is, what planet rules religion? That's an easy one. First one was an easy one. I'm surprised you didn't get it. I ain't calling no names, Angela, Yvette. It is what it is, man. No worries. But person to inbox me next week, Wednesday, from 12 midnight GMT. So yes. Is it alcoholics or someone drunk? Yeah. It's drunk. Not alcoholics. If it was alcoholics, I would have said, what planet rules alcohol? So that's not what I asked. So like I said, I've already given you a clue. It's not Neptune. So people hitting me up with the Neptune, it's not that. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. Shout outs to Scarlett. Hope you're well. Yes. So anyway, tarot card of the week. Let me see, what are we going to have this week? What is going to be the tarot card of the week? I find out when you find out also as well. Tarot card is what we got. We got the Page of Swords, people. It's the Page of Swords. Okay. I like that. So what is the message? Well, the message is it's a week of learning. The Page of Swords represents somebody who needs to learn, who's embarking on new information. So over the course of the next week, people, let's try to learn. This card is also linked with gossip. The shadow side of this card is linked with gossip. Try not to get caught up in gossip. Learn. Get tangible information. Learn to use this. It's embarking on new ideas, new journeys. This card is also connected to traveling. Now, you may say, well, what are you trying to say? All of us going to travel? No. But not all traveling is necessarily physically traveling. It's the swords, mental traveling here, learning about new things. That is what the Page of Swords is about. Okay? So it's about embarking on a new journey, new discovery of information, of learning. Also as well, we're going to perhaps also encounter lots of if you want to say areas of communication. Yeah, this is a very communicating card. Need to talk, but it's very much rooted in the area of utilizing our mental. This is a mental card here. It's asking us to draw, to build, to enhance our mental skills that are going to be very useful for us in our social world. And that is what the Page of Swords is about, people. So learn. Pick up a book. Read, learn, have mindful conversations, get mindful insights. Be like a child again. The page is very young. It often indicates somebody very young. It's the student, yeah? Going to study, going to school for the first time. We need to have that kind of approach over the course of the next week. So yeah, good card. I like it. Let's start using our brains, people. A lot of chitter chatter. We're probably going to be doing more communication over the next week than we normally do also as well. That is the Page of Swords. So lots of information. And that's where the shadow side, again, the gossip, surface-based, rumors. Careful not to get caught up in rumors, okay? Page of Swords can often get caught up in rumor, stuff that's not true, half-truths, not even half-truth, quarter of the truth, elements of the truth. It's just jumping from one thing to another, a little bit Gemini-ish, fickle information. These are the shadow sides. Chatting too much, talking too much, but not taking nothing in. You know, everybody's on send, nobody's on receive. The Page of Swords, tarot card of the week. So, wonderful card to have. I like that. Show is coming to an end. Want to thank each and every single one of you. For those of you, if you're interested in having regular monthly readings, you know, your lunar return and your solar return also as well, aspects of your chart. You also get tarot card readings every month also as well. Do sign up to my page subscription. Details are there on my website, www.sacredplanets.co.uk. Sign up. You got the gold package. It's £10 a month for now. Going up this week. We got the platinum package, which is £20 a month for now, going up this week. And we've got the diamond package, which is £30 a month. Trust me, it's peanuts for what you are getting. I assure you, it is peanuts. You get regular monthly readings, tarot and astrology. That's if you sign up to the platinum and the diamond. But you still get monthly readings, tarot readings with the gold package also as well. You just don't get as much. But you still get your natal chart, written report and stuff like that, numerology, all that kind of stuff, all coming through. So, and thanks a lot for all of you guys who have signed up and subscribed. Thank you very much. You're keeping me well busy. That is me for today, the 11th of October. I didn't talk more about my birthday. I think I talked about it on Sunday anyway. So go listen to that show if you want to know what happened to me on my birthday. I'm wearing something that I got for my birthday. This nice jumper. Nice, woolly, warm. I tell you what, 100% wool, man. See? When you're Libras like me, you get the nice stuff. I will be back, Sunday. You know, this podcast is twice a week, Sunday and Wednesday. The Wednesday one is live. But I also upload one also on Sunday as well. Somebody's asking me, when was your birthday? I didn't even know. How can you not know? You follow me on social media, you didn't know it was my birthday? Come on, man. I'm joking. It was on the 6th. So what about 5 days ago? Something like that. Last week, Friday. So I had a good one. It was good. I ain't gonna complain. So I'll be back again on Sunday and next week, Wednesday, live, of course, the usual. I will be doing a Halloween special. So that will be in a couple of weeks' time. It's going to be on a Tuesday. So that's good. So whole month for celebrating. Yes. Yeah. I'm with you there. Definitely whole month for celebrating for sure. Yes. Thank you, Hanin. Don't worry, I'm still in my birthday month. What else did I want to say? Yeah, that's about it, actually. That's all the announcements. But I'll be back again next week, same place, same time, giving you the updates. And on that note, we're bringing the show to an end. Thank you very much. My name's Israel and Josie. I am your host with the most planetary updates and configurations. You've been tuned in, you've been locked in. And if you are listening on the podcast, you are listening to the Lunar Lounge podcast. Thank you very much. Stay blessed. Have a great day, great week. And I shall be with you again, live, that is, next week, Wednesday, same place, same time. Thank you all. Thank you. And I am out.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.